Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or a new video on my channel. I forgot what my intro was briefly. And this is Beast Quest Beast Review Series 25, The Prison Kingdom. Now this series has been completely out from September, I believe, last year. And I've only just finished reading them. I don't know what happened, so... the important thing is, though, I have finished reading them now, so now I can actually get into the review now. So, bit of a brief thing before I get into this. Number one, please go and subscribe to this YouTube channel called The Pink Guy, because he's been doing Beast Quest reviews as well. And I thought it'll be nice to just say, hey, get up to him. He's also been doing memes, Beast Quest memes and all that. And also a few other stuff as well. He even came up with probably one of the most hilarious things I've ever heard, called Sting the Snappy Boy. Brilliant. So yeah, go and check him out. If you like him, just give him a good subscribe. Yeah, press the little red button there. Also another thing, Lucas... If you saw Lucas's review on the Prison Kingdom, you will know he has mentioned my name a couple of times in that review, saying that I may be disappointed with a couple of the beasts, and I'll be honest, he wasn't wrong. So let's get right into this. Please remember, this is my opinion, so if your opinion is different, please in the comments below why your opinion is different to mine, and I would try not to disagree with you and have a go at you. Okay. So yeah, just leave your opinions down in the comments below. Obviously, I will read it. I've got nothing else better to do, so nothing's better than reading comments. Okay, so we're going to start off with A Quarter, the All-Seeing Ape. So, as you may know, for the design score, I do focus mainly on the cover art. So that's the main thing. So design is a 7 out of 10. It is just a giant orangutan. The only reason why it is higher than normal is because it does have one eye on the front and there is one on the back, which we find in the book. Along with it has little bold patches of fur all over it, which is what I found quite a nice touch. So yeah, that's why it's a 7. Abilities are an 8, where it's just strong, really loud, and it can control the forest in which Tom and Alina fought her in. So that's bring the vines to life, trap them, or she can actually just pick up the tree and lob it at them. I don't know, but stuff like that. It's actually quite a nice touch for A Quarter. Not amazing, but it's all right. The fight is a 7 out of 10. I just wasn't feeling this one. She kind of wandered into their trap, and because of her title, I would expect her to be a bit more smart, but no. She got beaten in a rather simple way, and I'm just a bit disappointed about that. Next is Like Axer, Hunter the Peaks. Design is an 8 out of 10. It's very intimidating and very big, and I like the little claws there as a different shape to what normal wolf-like claws are. Even though it's technically a dog, but I'm going to call it a wolf. The abilities are an 8 out of 10. It's got a very highly trained sense of smell and hearing because it is blind. Pretty strong, sharp claws, sharp teeth, and when it barks, it can cause rock slides, earthquakes, chasms to open, and a bunch of other stuff, which is actually really overpowered in my opinion, but also really good. The fight was an 8 out of 10. Honestly, the weakest of all the attributes when it comes to this beast, but that is perfectly fine because at the end of the day, it did die where it's a weakness, where it's one low point has been exposed, and that's his blindness. He couldn't see where he was going. He fell into a chasm and got impaled by a stalactite, I think it is, which is kind of a gruesome way to go. I saw a death similar to that in Final Destination 5, where a woman fell on the mast of a boat. So, bit weird. But yeah, it's still a great beast regardless. I just realised I didn't do the total for A Quarter. Okay, Total for a quarter, 22 out of 30. A bit underwhelming. A bit underwhelming of a starter. Good design and a good fight using the surroundings to beat. Yeah, a good fight using the surroundings to beat a quarter. But it's just not really good in my opinion. It's just a bit underwhelming. Total for like Axers, 24 out of 30. All around a good beast. Its abilities are the best attribute because it can cause earthquakes and rock slides. Who doesn't like that? And the fight is the weakest attribute, but it was still quite good. Moving on, we got Glarkey, Spear of the Depths. And I'm going to call it Glarkey, because not Glarkey or Glarkey, because I just think Glarkey just kind of rolls off the tongue a bit better. Design is a 9 out of 10. Because from the way it looks on the cover art, it looks brilliant and very terrifying. And it looks like a stingray, but really it's like a centipede eel-like beast. So that's a bit disappointing, but it's alright. Abilities are an 8 out of 10. It's pretty agile, can cause tsunamis, turn the water that you fight him into ice, and also shoot thousands of mini ice daggers being sent your way. Kind of like how in Avengers Infinity War, Ebony Maw picks up a bunch of concrete, shapes them into little needles, and chucks them at Strange. That's what Glarkey kind of did, and I found it kind of awesome as well. The fight is an 8 out of 10 for the simple reason it just felt a bit rushed, but it was quite good anyway, because Glarkey kind of had Princess Queen Aroha held hostage, which is kind of cool, and Alina going back to her fishing routes to catch this beast and kill it was actually quite nice. That was quite good. I liked that one. Total for Glarkey is a 25 out of 30. Great beast all around. The design was great and the abilities were brilliant. The fight is just the weakest, but it's still good. I'm sure you're seeing a theme when it comes to how I feel about these beasts, because the fights is always the worst, in my opinion. Now, next is Diprox, the Buzzing Terror. This is the final beast of the series. Design is a 9 out of 10. It is utterly intimidating, and I maybe be showing a bit of bias because I do like my bug-related beasts. Yeah, it looks intimidating. I like the colours of its wings along with its eye, or her eyes, and a few other stuff as well. Quite good and very cool. The abilities are 7 though. It can fly. It can fly, and it could shoot a poisonous dart out of its abdomen, which when launched it will dissolve anything around it, apart from Tom's shield, of course, and also give off a very bad aroma, which will cause to stun her victims or just cause them to hold their nose, just retch in horror, kind of thing. Just it smells. And also that I spoke to Lucas about it and we agreed it's kind of rapid fire, as soon as it's shot out, she can regrow another one. So that's quite good. The fight is an 8 out of 10 though. Honestly, I'm being nice giving it an 8 out of 10, because if it was just against a beast, it would have been a 7, maybe a 6. Because Diprox was more like transportation this time. I counted the final fight where it was Tom, Alina, and Aroha versus Zargon, where the castle just destroyed itself all around them, and when running out, the castle was just breaking up. They were fighting a bunch of other people, saved Prince Rotu, from Tangala to his 15. Yeah, it's interesting. It was good. It wasn't the best. The best fight I would say goes to probably like Axer. But yeah, it was alright though. It was rather decent. It was decent. It was a bit disappointing for a bug beast fan like myself to see that kind of thing. That Diprox was only there for transportation. Really depressing, but it's alright though. It's alright. Total for Diprox was 24 out of 30. It's a great beast design wise, but the abilities pulled it down. And and I'm rather disappointed about this beast. And I'm hoping that if we do get another bug beast, that it does not end up like Diprox. Diprox is an example of bug beasts that are not great. Obviously, I'm not really happy to admit that, but I have to say that it's not good. The totals we're going on to now, design-wise, 33 out of 40. Great designs, better towards the end. Glarkey is most unique, and like Axer and Diprox are very intimidating. Abilities, 31 out of 40. Every beast had their special ability, which I liked, but Diprox's wasn't really that interesting with the whole rapid fire venom thing. There was one scene in that book where little glass fragments wrapped around our heroes, and I was like, yo, if that is Diprox's ability, that'd be great. Then it was later revealed as actually Zargon's, and I was like, Zargon, you stole from Diprox what could be a good ability. I was really upset about that. But yeah, that's where the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. The fight is 31 out of 40. It's a good batch of fights. Like Axer and Glarkey's fights were obviously the best. But Aqua's wasn't really that interesting, and Diprox's kind of a bit underwhelming. The grand total is 95 out of 120. It's a good score, but honestly it's kind of disappointing as I expected so much more from these beasts. We're 25 seasons in, I expected the beasts to get better and better. Just like the story is slowly and gradually getting better and better. And also the twist of Yara, which is this character which has been with Tom, Alina and Aroha throughout the entire quest, supposedly helping them to save Rotu, but really she's on Zargon's side to just bring the jewels to him. So really she was there just to be evil. But that twist was very predictable, and I wasn't even surprised to find out she was a villain. I was like, okay, wow, she's a villain? Nah, I never would have expected that. It was so obvious, and the fact that even I noticed it is just how obvious it was. So now, as with tradition for every ranking I do, for every review I do a ranking of the books from this season. And last place is Aqua, the All-Seeing Ape. Simple reason, it felt underwhelming. It was an alright starter, not great, but it was introducing us to the world of Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Rest in peace, our king. Yeah, it introduced the world of Wakanda, showed us that Rotu has been kidnapped, and Zargon is once again powerful, or being powerful. And I was like, okay. Next is actually Diprox, A Buzz in Terror. Underwhelming starter, underwhelming finish. That's all I need to say. I expected so much more from Diprox, especially because it is the finale. But to have the finale be like that, it's just really upsetting. And I know you're going to say, it's a bug beast, what do you expect? There are other bug beasts which were finales to another series, and they were good finales. There's a Mixus from Series 5, Vespic from Series 6, that's a snake, that's a thing, that's a centaur. I think that's all the bug beasts. Kamar, I'm not counting as a bug beast, so no. Series 13 was Cobra, Series 14 Farah, Series 15 was Quagos, that's a bug beast, that was a good ending. Series 16 Canis, Series 17 Sorex, not a bug beast, that's a comedian. Series 18 Carixa, no. Series 19, that's a dragon. Series 20 was Raikar. Series 21 Lipida, also a good finale. Series 22 Nasefa. Series 23 Zircon. Series 24 Kroko. Yeah, so out of all the bug beast finales, this one was the most disappointing. I just had to refresh my memory on which ones each of them were. Now, second place, even though it had the highest score as of the series, Glarkey is second place. Because even though it got the highest score, I had to give the fact that like Axer's abilities and fight was just simply much better than Glarkey's. I know Glarkey's design is best, or one of the best compared to the others, but I had to give the edge to like Axer for the abilities and fights being better. Will say though, I like Glarkey's abilities and I look forward to using it in Battle of the Beasts New Generation. Yes, Series 25 will be in the new generation tournament for Battle of the Beasts. Series 26 won't be, however, as I'd rather have a reasonable number, which is 25, or Series 25, to end it, to start the Battle of the Beasts, and then I'll be doing another Battle of the Beasts when Series 30 is out. And that'll be with all the books. Absolutely all of them. And last but not least, my favourite out of all of them, like Axer, Hunter of the Peaks. It should come to no surprise that I do show a bit of bias when it comes to dog-related beasts. Especially with Brutus in Series 11, Silver in Series 9, and there are some dog beasts which I do not show much appreciation to, so that's Targro in Series 13 or Raikar in Series 20. But this is one of the few dog beasts which I do show lots of bias towards, and I probably will for a long time. This is what Targro was supposed to be. An Arctic dog-like beast, which is actually good. Targro probably is good. It just got outclassed very quickly by the rest of the series. Which isn't bad, but if you're the worst book in the series and you're related to the kind of beast which I like, that's not a good thing. But yeah, that is all for that ranking. So yeah, like Axer is my favourite of Series 25. Opinion may change, I'm not sure. But it probably won't. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. Anyway, that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the little notification bell down in the corner below. Join me in the next video where I'll be doing... I don't know what I'm gonna not do. I won't be doing Battle of the Beasts round 2 Battle of the Beasts just yet, as I just finished round 1 and I like to have a bit of a break when doing it. So I'll probably make a start on it next week. No promises though. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.